All right, man. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all infinite honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakwakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and to the other Akim out here pushing this truth into the four winds. Keep pushing Akim. We almost out of here, man. Let me just really speak really quickly on what's going on. Make this kind of short. I'm gonna open it up with a scripture first. That's what I'm gonna do, just to set the tone. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, I'm gonna go to Isaiah the 42nd chapter and the ninth verse. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Now, this is the lot of a prophet. This is the job of a prophet, to tell you things before they transpire. Now, the title of this lesson is This Feels Like a Dream. This feels like a dream. Collectively, starting with the elders on down a Great Millstone, we have been prophesying for years. Starting with the apostles and the elders on down, and we've been telling you Israel and Iran are going to go to war. America and Russia is going to go to war. America is going to choose, America's allies are going to choose their side. Russia's allies are going to choose her side. Talking about it and believing it and have faith that it's going to happen is what got us here. Okay? We knew it was going to happen. But me speaking for myself, seeing and witnessing it happen, it feels dreamlike. I'm watching the world leaders talk and do these different interviews and things, and just watching all the different footage of the things that's transpiring, and it doesn't seem real. I know it's real. It's almost like you can see what's going on, and your spiritual eye reports something different to your brain than your physical eyes do, and it seems dreamy. It's hard to explain, but I know exactly what that feeling is. I know exactly what it is. A lot of these things that's going on in the earth, the Lord put dreams on prophets and visions on prophets, and collectively we've seen these things in visions and in dreams, and when you see it in real life, I guess that's what your brain sends its reference point to. Let me go to Matthew 13 and 11. And keep in mind, the reason that prophets are so important to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is because we learn how to be selfless, and we understand the things that we did to get us here, and we understand that the salvation that we receive if we continue isn't deserved, it's given. Okay? So we're selfless and we don't inflate ego. But even going back with that Puff Daddy situation and all of those things, we told you tapes are going to be released. We said this years ago. We said that hip hop and mainstream media is going to turn you away from it. Now, it hasn't fully happened because people still going to concerts and things of that nature. But again, this is to say before. This is speaking before things actually come to pass. All right. I'm going to just go ahead and do a dump real quick about more things to come. Paper money, paper currency, it's going to crash. All right. It's not going to be used anymore. One of the most important things that I can tell you is the RFID chip and Elon Musk's Neuralink is the mark of the beast. It's going to replace the monetary system, and it will be sold to you as a gadget. When I say sold to you, they're going to be telling you about it and telling you how wonderful it is and how convenient it is and how it's scam proof and how crime is going to be null and void and things of that nature. And a lot of people are going to embrace it, but a few people is going to reject it, and that's when it's going to become mandatory and it's going to become forced. That's the mark of the beast that the Bible speaks of. You're also going to have similar things that happen in 2020 as far as the people taking to the streets and rioting, except for this time, it's not going to be just a police shooting. It's not going to be people out there with bullhorns. Let me get a precept on that real quick. It's a lot going on in a very small amount of time. You got a lot of catching up to do. Second Ezra 15 and 15. Let's start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. This is talking about martial law. This is talking about famine. This is talking about the collapse of the American society as you know it. And simultaneously, all over the world, it's going to be the same situation with wars going on, with more CV-19 like pestilences flying around. Except for this time, they're going to be almost always fatal when contracted. All right. You're going to see new technology that you've never seen before from the military to control you or to kill you. Okay. Those robots that you used to see in the movies, they're going to hit the streets. They're going to hit the streets, man. They're going to chase down the prophets. They're going to chase down anybody that goes against this new government. All right? Let me get a precept on that right fast. Uh, this is Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Now, his teeth goes into his technology as well. It's not just his guns. It's not just his poisons that he puts in our food and things of that nature. It goes into his military system for sure. Okay? But it's the scripture says the wicked plotteth against the just. Plot goes into premeditation. These machines and this new system that they're about to replace this old one with has been thought upon, prayed about, and now it's finally being executed. All right. In common terms, they've been thinking about it, and now they're doing it, man. They're doing it. But the scripture says that if you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus and God, you don't have to worry about it. These robots don't get tired, they don't get hungry, all right? They're going to chase after you. They're going to catch you, they're going to bound you, and some of them are going to kill you. This is anybody that goes against this new system. But the prophets, okay, the scriptures tell you he's going to give us spiritual powers to escape these things. The scripture says that we're going to run and not get tired. We'll take off like an eagle. So those machines are going to be null and void, okay, for the men of the Lord. Let me see what else is going to happen. The food prices are going to skyrocket. What your average American makes in one day, that's what it's going to take to feed a family. That's what it's going to take to feed your house and just, yourself. Again, just quick ones. Like it's scriptures with everything that I'm saying, but I'm just, just pouring it out there. In the end, Russia will nuke America. America would not survive this. The landmass of America will be destroyed and would never return. Ever. You're going to have different T attacks over here on this soil. You're going to have homegrown T words doing things. The lights will go out. The water will stop flowing. When you go to turn on that water in the bathroom, one day it's not going to run. When you try to turn those lights on one day, it's not going to come on. And that scripture that I read in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, it explained that. It said the cities are going to be troubled and men are going to be afraid. You should desire to go into one city, but shall not be able to. That's called martial law. At the borders of the different cities in the different states, you're going to have military tanks and convoys blocking it off. You can't enter, you can't exit. They're going to be at bridges in different places like that. Essential workers, you're going to have a pass. But you're going to be. They was lax last time with that essential worker stuff. They'll pull you over and let you go and tell you to go home. It's not going to be like that this time. If you lying about where you're going, you will be locked up. Or worse. The scriptures speak of a time when people are going to bust into your house, take your food, and grape your woman and your children. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna read it to you. Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So the Lord is going to break down that haughty spirit that the Western world has. Everybody that comes against America and Israel is automatically wrong. Okay? That's haughtiness. It's not fair judgment. All of these different false histories are going to be found out. 911 is not going to be able to back you up. The United States Army is going to lose its bite. It's not going to be as effective as it used to be. When these people take to the streets, 911 is not going to respond because they can't. 300 million plus angry Americans versus about 700,000 cops. It's not a fight. And a lot of those cops are going to feel the same way that these Americans are feeling. But this is the thing. When they take to the streets and lawlessness is the theme of the day, it's still not going to be any food. It's still not going to be any water. But it's going to be plenty of bullets. Plenty of bullets. Let me keep reading. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore, I will shake the heavens and the earth, and shall remove her out of her place. Okay, we're going to deal with that. Well, I'm not going to deal with that right now. It's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Isaiah 13 and 15, but the meat is in 16. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. It's going to be a very, very bloody time. Pick your side very cautiously. Verse 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity upon the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Who are the Medes? Go back into ancient history. Who are the Medes? Medea. Who is it? You see, everybody is so smart when they think they know something until real history comes up. That's going into the Russians. It's the modern. That's the same exact area. Okay, this is modern day Russia, and it says their bows. A bow is like when you bend the bow, you shoot the arrow. They're not talking about an arrow. The term missile hadn't been termed yet. Okay, so it's going to be missiles, and it says they will not regard gold nor silver. How long have you been slapping sanctions on these people and they didn't care? Gold and silver goes into the economic system. All right. You can't be like, you know what? We're going to take the sanctions off. We're going to give you a piece of the pie. No, they're not trying to hear none of that. And the scripture says their eye shall not spare children. Where that eye that's not going to spare children are the nuclear bombs and the missiles that fly over here. And the man that presses the button to send it over here because he knows what it's going to do. But a nuclear weapon or any weapon of that sort, it doesn't discriminate against age, sex, gender, what gender is sex, belief system and things of that nature. But the Lord does. The Lord will deliver his chosen. He will deliver his elect, and he will not let them be made fools of. Okay. So understand that. Understand the times that we're living in. Understand there's more to come. Understand you need to get your mind right. I was going to say, you're going to be cleaned up off of the streets, but it's not going to have nobody to clean you up. Everybody going to be trying to save their own ass. With that, I hope this was edifying to somebody, and I want to give all infinite honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakwakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who rule and teach well, unto the other Akim out here pushing this truth into the four winds. Keep pushing, Akim, Kwam, Yashabra, love, ball, until next time, man. Shalom.